We're building it?
It's happening. Finally got a spot, I think. Yeah, got a Hunter, I pulled up way too far. I could barely get out of it. Oh, that's why, because like I need to. Anyway, yeah, it's happening. We're gonna try to get the rear knocked out. Like I said, had to spray paint my parts, which is what it is, but try to go with the same orange. We did a gray like primer, so that's why it's a little darker, but this is so temporary. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to rip it all off again and get it redone.
All right, Hunter, what's the update?
Update is that it's currently like 6 o'clock or like 6:30 or something like that. I spent the whole afternoon doing my rear. I was able to get my leaf springs back in, which were a pain in the it was a matter of me, Biggs, and another buddy here at work, Andrew. He helped me. Yeah, we got him in, got the U-bolts in. Everything is good to go in the rear, except for the shocks. I just have to put these in, which is just literally just a matter of putting the top and bottom bolt in. So I mean, that's no big deal. And then after that, gotta do the exact same thing on his truck. So.
All right, friends, family, and relatives. We got the front knocked out last night. We stayed pretty late. And yeah, but we got the front knocked out. Got to go to Rainey's tonight to pick up the rest of my kit. Probably spray it a couple times more. Put a clear coat on. So hopefully it holds up through Daytona until I get back to get it redone. But got the front knocked out. And then we actually got the whole kit in the rear complete. We just got to mount the shock here. And yeah, got the U-bolts walk in, but severe time crunch, trying to get this done by Friday. Tomorrow, probably put the rest of the stuff in if I can get it painted tonight. Try to get some miles on it. I'm a little nervous. First modified truck. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's definitely a time crunch.
How's that, boys?
We gotta do that to yours too. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't that terrible. Yeah.
Banker made it seem like it was gonna be like a whole day's work.
Well, Banker probably does it by himself because he's an absolute animal. And
I have to help him sometimes on some trucks.
I tell you what, if you did this yourself, yeah, I could see why that would be kind of a pain.
It wasn't as bad with 2 people, but if I was trying to do it myself, probably would have fell on the
Yeah,
floor.
this weighs more than him, for sure.
Honestly, it's probably, the same weight as me.
I wish I could say the same, but... Alright guys, so I have a little update for you. Of course, I knew this was probably going to be the case where Daddy Banker is going to have to start cracking away because I got to get this truck off the lift. He's booked out 5+ weeks and I barely squeezed my truck in here. I knew it was going to be a time crunch. So he's going to start taking some more stuff apart to get this thing knocked out because unfortunately, as much as I'd love to be back here in the shop and doing quite a bit of myself with Hunter, I am a videographer. I got work to do, and since I'm going to be gone for literally 2 weeks, I have to get some things knocked out, so I still got to do my job, and I can't be a grease monkey every day like I wish I could, but it is what it is. So you're going to see Banker probably cracking away at this a little bit too. So if you're like, hey, Biggs was supposed to be building this truck, I did quite a bit more than expected, so it's okay. Sorry. holy hell, Cody Banker knows how to put a lift kit in, because I went to edit a video and I come back and he's like, hey, where's the rest of your parts? I'm like, what do you mean, where's the rest of my parts? Like, they're still getting painted. He's like, well, your truck could have been on the ground today if you would have had those parts.
Alright, how's it going, Hunter?
It was going good up until I took this bearing and assembly off. I went to take the wheel bearing out and I snapped the O-ring that's on there. So, it's garbage. I gotta get a new one. I asked Banker if I could get just the O-ring or if I have to get a whole new wheel bearing. He said he doesn't know because he's never had one break on him, so that's cool. So I need to go do research, and hopefully I don't have to spend a lot of money just for a wheel bearing, because if I'm going to buy one, I'm just going to buy both of them at the same time. So I'm either going to be spending a couple bucks on an O-ring or a couple $100 on some wheel bearings. So I'll let you know when I find out. Last time we filmed, I broke the O-ring for my wheel bearing. So I went ahead and made the executive decision to run to O'Reilly's and bought a new wheel bearing for $170. So I got that sucker installed here. She's nice and new-like compared to the old one, which is garbage. So as of right now, I'm gonna have one new wheel bearing, and then the other one's gonna be the old one. So one's gonna be new, one's gonna be all rusted. So now I just have to wait on Daddy Banker to help me put my springs back on my coils over there. And then those puppies are gonna go in. Then after that, I have to do the upper control arms, and then it's just a matter of putting every bolt and nut back together. That's what she said. Then I gotta put my sway bar back on, and then we're good to go.
You gonna have it done today?
It'll be on the ground today. Wheels and tires won't be mounted until Tuesday, so I'm gonna be running these bad boys until then. Am I gonna be driving it on the public roadway with 33s on 8.5 inches of lift? Hell no. So it's gonna be parked in the back.
Where's yours at?
It's right there. She hasn't moved. But good news is, got all my shiz spray painted last night, so let's go check it out. Come on, guys. Oh, hello. All right, guys. This is my end product. Yeah, this is kind of what it ended up as.
You happier?
For now, it's definitely needs redone. Not happy with that I had to spray paint it, but it is what it is. It'll get me by until I get back from Daytona, and then we'll strip it all apart again and go for round 2. So I can't wait until then, but I'm also excited for the adventure before then too. So it's gonna hold up decent and get me by, like I said. So yeah. I'll hug him right now.
You hug him more than I do.
Well, because he's very deserving of it, okay?
Why is my truck done then?
Because you're... Yeah, and you're not here on time. Anyway, my dad finished my truck, and I'm pretty hyped about it. Hunter's still working away over there. I'm proud of Hunter though. I can't talk too much crap to him because he's done a lot by himself and he's just a little guy. And some of the stuff that he's doing is pretty impressive because I definitely couldn't do it. So yeah, but my truck's done. Alignment at 3:30. Hopefully get my wheels and tires back, and then I'm gonna drive this home. Like, don't tempt me. I'm going for it. So let's see how she goes.
You ready for Daytona?
I am ready for Daytona. I honestly thought it was gonna be a stretch, just getting it done because I leave for Georgia next Thursday. I go to Georgia for a week, and then I go to Daytona. So I had a little more time crunch than Hunter did, but I'm glad it's just another thing that's out of the way, and it turned out pretty well for the circumstances and all the unfortunate events that happened leading up to this. So I'm pretty hyped. This is exciting. So
Hey, how you feel about Biggs' truck being done before yours?
I knew it was gonna happen. He's got less time to drive it before I do. So I'm kind of glad that it's done. I'm just hoping that he can get his wheels and tires done today. Otherwise, he's gonna be rolling on 33s on 8 inches of lift. So.
all right, friends, we're backing this out. Got it off the lift. I threw these anthems back on because alignments kind of picky with how wide of a setup you go with. So there shouldn't be an issue with this one because they're only 20 by 10s and they should be able to line it. And then while Lawson's going to Wrightstown to get my wheels and tires mounted and balanced, it'll be at alignment. And then when they get back, I'll swap them out and hopefully drive to Indiana with it tonight. I'm stoked. Go to alignment at 3:30. Hopefully get it aligned. Hopefully I have no really issues there and they can do it and get my wheels and tires back tonight around hopefully 4-ish. Toss those bad boys on and I'm gonna take them home because I'm really, really excited to show my family because this really isn't something that they're super into, but they appreciate it still and they appreciate how much I'm like into it, and they're super supportive of stuff like that. So I literally just can't wait to get it there. So I'm hyped. Let's go. Be back.
We're running into every single possible complication in the world, so it's going to be a while.
What does that even mean?
Oh, you'll see.
Nice.
How you feeling, Hunter?
Not too good now.
What's the problem?
You wanna... Slide pins are seized in there, so that's cool. I've been to O'Reilly's twice so far in the past 24 hours. I don't really want to go a third time, but I think I'm gonna have to.
My wheels are here. Hopefully nothing happened. I'm just trying to get to Indiana at this point. What? Why are you looking at that?
Nothing. What do you mean, why am I looking at you like this?
Why are you looking at
That was a shit show, for one. One of your wheels and tires won't balance. It suggests 70 ounces of wheel weights. Our warehouse won't do more than 15 ounces. But we got it. I mean, it's there. It worked.
It worked?
There's a lot of like balancing beads on it.
So you're saying that I shouldn't put this on?
No, you can put it. You can put it on. Just know in the future that you might need a new wheel.
The moral of the story is you should not go to f***ing Indiana this weekend.
I'm going to Indiana.
You should put these on and drive around and see how bad it is, and then if you have to put the anthems on, put the anthems on.
All right, then I'll put these on. And I'll drive it to get the anthems, and then if it's that bad, I just won't put the anthems on. Those look sick. Those look incredible. I'm putting them on, and we're gonna send it and see what happens. So. All right, guys, I'm gonna head home and wish me luck. I got my camera, so if anything goes wrong, we can give you a little midlife crisis update again, because I've had a bunch of these with this truck build, but it's pretty much complete. Can't wait to show you guys all with some cinematic shots, some dope pictures, and can't wait to meet a lot of you guys at Daytona and kind of show off my crazy build that took a lot of different turns and was exciting and dreadful at the same time. So, see ya.
Alright guys, so went to O'Reilly's for the 4th time in 24 hours. I got a new caliper bracket. As you can see, I already got my pads in there and everything like that. Biggs' truck is done. His wheels and tires are on there. We took it for a little test drive. Everything seems to be good. We took it on the highway, got it up to speed. It makes me a little less concerned than I was 2.5 hours ago. Other than that, I mean, I saw him drive away, and knowing that that's what my truck is going to look like, I'm getting a little bit more antsy. I don't want to wait until Wednesday, but I'm going to have to. I guess I don't really have any other choice. I mean, I waited 3 months already. What's an extra couple days going to do for me? So other than that, yeah, I'm going to get my brakes back together. I just got to put the actual caliper, like the piston assembly, back together. I'm going to throw my sway bar back on top. And then over the weekend or Monday, I'm going to do my rock lights. So, other than that, I'm basically done. The next step is, yeah, just rock lights. I'm gonna throw some 33s on there for an alignment. And then Wednesday, I go to get my wheels and tires mounted and balanced. I'm hoping that I don't have any major issues like Biggs did. I'm hoping that none of them is as bad or worse. Other than that, yeah, we'll keep you updated on if anything happens. So.
Alright guys, so my truck got finished. Leave for Georgia tomorrow, and then after Georgia, I'll be driving that sucker to Daytona, meeting up with Hunter and all the other guys. Pretty excited. Hunter has a few more parts to button up before he is on the road, so he leaves next Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. And yeah, so I just can't wait to get down there and rip around with my new truck and see how Hunter's turns out, because his looks pretty freaking dope right now.
So update is that I am still waiting on my tires. I've had my wheels for almost a week now, and I'm just waiting on the rubber that's going on them. They were supposed to come in yesterday, they're supposed to come in today, they're still not here, so I'm trying to track down where they're at, when they're going to be here, when I can get them mounted and balanced and finally just put them on. So I'm just hoping that I can get it done in time to go to Daytona. I leave in less than a week. So yeah, that's where I am. I just need that done in order for me to be all set to go. But other than that, the truck is literally all done. It's already got aligned. So yeah.